Okay, guys, I just recorded a great deal of this podcast with the mic on mute. So we're doing this again. Hello, everybody. My name's Robin O'Neill. I am screwing a lot of things up lately, but I'm also getting things right. And that is the state of life. This is me reading stuff. This is where we accept the state of life. And we encourage others to just accept it, move on. You fucked up, so what? You know what? Better luck next time. But until we all realize that we're just going to keep messing shit up over and over and over, and that it's okay as long as we keep trying to do better. You know what I say a lot of times, people are doing the best they can. It really sucks, but they are, because you can barely tell they are, can you? But they are. Because are you? I bet you're doing the best you can. I feel like everybody listening is doing the best they can. I'm sorry for any extra noise. So I have had so many technology troubles. And this is on the heels of my big news, which is that my website is done. This is another thing, kind of like the piles on my floor, that just sat around and collected dust for so many years. And I don't allow piles on the floor anymore. And if I don't allow piles on the floor anymore, then I certainly don't allow my website to not be updated. So we have a fresh, clean website, which means I entered into the land of technology. Photoshop extraordinaire over here. I love it, but I hate it. Anyway, okay, back to today and right now, me reading stuff. Okay, so I have all the windows open in my office right now, and I already told you guys this story, so I'm going to make it brief. I have bird feeders. This is a corner room. I have 2 windows. I have them open, and I have bird feeders and bird baths. Everywhere I look, I can see it. Let me look around. Oh, and everybody's having a blast. All these birds. You're going to hear a lot of birds today because it's actually sunshine. The sun is out. The birds are loving it. I had just refilled the bird feeders right before this, and that's what I can see from here. It's just so nice. If you ever want to feel good about yourself, just go feed birds in your yard or on your balcony or on your patio, and you will, honestly, it can be life-changing. It was for me. 2023, started feeding birds outside. Everything changed from then on, and I am not kidding. Okay, let me take a breath. I'm a little overwhelmed with what just happened with me recording the podcast and then it not recording because, I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm busy. And I leave for my trip tomorrow. So I've got shit to do. So maybe this one will be the rare, shorter podcast. I already know what I'm reading, you guys. So maybe I'll start with that. Let's find out after the break. Okay, today we're going to read a couple of different poems from one of my birthday gifts from my friend, Jack. And Jack is from San Antonio and is one of my favorite people on earth. We've barely gotten to spend time together in real life, which I will say is true of a lot of the people I love the most. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently my life is destined to be distant from a lot of people I love, and it's kind of driving me crazy. To be honest with you, it's been that way a lot. I think, I move more than the average gal. So maybe that's it. I said gal because I've noticed people up here in Washington State say gal a lot, and I always find it funny when they do. They also say, yeah, I was just dinking around the garage, dinking around the yard. Those are some Washington phrases I've noticed. So anyway, Jack, who is an incredible artist and human being and friend, she gave me A Century of Poetry in the New Yorker, 1925 to 2025, edited by the great Kevin Young. And I am so into this. So far, all I've been doing is flipping back and forth, but let's go ahead and start with somebody who, if you are a longtime listener, you know this is one of my favorite poets of all time. It's Charles Simic. And this one is called This Morning, and it's in the section titled Morning Bell. And by the way, this book came out in 2025 and published by Knopf, too. Sorry. Okay, Charles Simic, This Morning. Enter without knocking, hard-working ant. I'm just sitting here debating what to do this cold, rainy day. It was a night of the radio turned down low, fitful sleep, vague, troubling dreams. I woke up lovesick and confused. I thought I heard Estella in the garden singing, and some bird answered her. But it was the rain. Dark treetops swaying and whispering. Come to me, my desire, I said, and she hurried to me, her breath smelling of mint, her tongue wetting my cheek, and then she vanished. Slowly day came, a gray streak of daylight to wash my hands and face in. Hours passed, and then you crawled suddenly under the door and stopped before me. You visit the same tailors the mourners do, Mr. Ant. I like the long silence between us, quiet, that holy state, even the rain knows about it. Listen to her begin to fall, as if with eyes closed, muting each drop in her wild, beating heart. That is... Oh, I love Charles Simic. I love him so much. That is from the very first section, and I think we're going to read something from the last section, too, in a little bit, but we're going to break it up. We're going to now just kind of talk, and guess what you're going to get? A correction corner. A couple weeks back, now nobody complained about this, so don't worry about me. I'm fine. I just realized it later. I was like, did I pronounce something wrong? So remember when I was so happy to announce that I have my first ever comic was published. And it's an online journal called Anomaly. That's right, Robin. It's Anomaly. It every time I've been in communication with them, it's capital A, capital N, capital M, capital L, capital Y. But digging deeper, I find out it does come from the word anomaly, which is actually one of my all-time favorite words. I love saying anomaly. I love thinking about it. I love anomalies in general. But I was thinking animally. Like, I don't know why when I saw this, anyway, it really sucks because I was completely wrong. So anyway, I just want to apologize, and I want to thank my friend, another one who I have not met yet, and another great artist, Parisa, for being the person who got me in it. She edited me into this, and she's just a wonderful person who we've been following each other for a long time. Parisa Karami is her name, and she's an editor there at Anomaly Press, Anomaly Journal. You can call it all sorts of things, but anyway, did I tell you guys about my hiking boots? I feel like I also mentioned my hiking boots, but I forgot to mention that my new hiking boots are from the cover of, I don't know this book, but I think Reese Witherspoon played this woman. I don't know, it's like Cheryl Strahan or something, and it's a book called, I don't know, it's something like I'm Wild, maybe it's just Wild, and there's a guess on the original cover, my friend Sarah told me, who's the one who told me about these boots, these hiking boots, they're on the cover of this book, which is apparently a massive hit, and now I'm sort of embarrassed, like, now that I think about it, do I look like, if somebody sees me, I clearly do not hike regularly. I think it's going to be obvious. Number one, these boots they do not have enough scuffs on them. Number two, I think just the way I dress in general, people will be able to tell, like, oh, she's also trying to be fashionable. So now I look like I just liked this Cheryl Strahan book. What is her name? Anyway, I should have looked this up. But this is not my kind of book. I don't know what kind of book. I don't even know what it is. I should guess what it is. Do you know what one of my favorite games to play is? When if you're around somebody who clearly is not interested in some of the same stuff as you, movie or TV show wise, or even book wise, you get them to guess what it's about. So if you're watching Vanderpump Rules, on Bravo, let them watch just like, I don't know, the shortest snippet of it, and then say, okay, guess what this is about. And you can do the same thing with anything. And anyway, so it's kind of fun to do with book covers sometimes too. So knowing that my hiking boots are on the cover of this Sharon Strahan book, I'm going to guess that the book is about and if it's called Wild, it's about a woman recently divorced who decides to do something totally different from what she normally does. Okay. So she is probably an accountant, and now she's going to quit her job. She's going to put on some hiking boots and a flannel, just like me this week. And then she is going to head out, maybe even to the Pacific Northwest, and just be loose and crazy. Pack a couple of sandwiches and an apple and a banana and talk to strangers. That's what I believe. That's what I believe the book's about. So I'm going to look it up later and we'll find out. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand, I apologize for pronouncing anomaly wrong. It is anomaly, and thank you guys for checking it out. I will put another link in the description, by the way, so that you can remember to go check out my first comic ever. And I'm kind of talking around this subject, but yes, guys, my website is done, www.robinoneal.com. This was a nightmare to do. I was losing it. I have lost so much sleep. I'm still exhausted, and that it has now been like 5 or 6 days or something since I made it published live or whatever you call it. But it's going really well. I think people are liking it. I just like reaching out, and you guys are my home. You guys are my safe people. So if anybody has any thoughts or questions or, I don't know, criticisms, feel free to let me know. info@robinoneal.com, or hit me up on one of the comments of my Instagram post. I'm just going to remind you guys, that's my favorite way to hear from people. I love just responding to Instagram posts. I don't know why, or questions or whatever. I just like it. It's easier because I am so overwhelmed by emails. But either way, I love hearing from you guys, and I'm trying my best to catch up on life now, which means like going back to the gym, taking my regular walks. I've been taking really long walks ever since I was done with the website. I got to take walks. While working on it though, I had several nights where I didn't sleep. And my heart is still a little bit upset at me for that, because one way for me to keep my heart, sorry, I just had to look at that bird, to keep my heart calm is to sleep well and to sleep at regular times. What time do you guys go to sleep? Everybody write in right now. Tell me your time. Tell me what time you go to sleep. I bet on average all of you guys go to sleep at about 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Me, I can't even answer that question anymore. And that's depressing, because that was one of my biggest, like, maturing things. Can't think of the word. This was one of the newest, greatest things about me lately. I finally started to have a regular sleep schedule and get up at a similar time every day and all of that. And now I fucked it all up because of this website. But my website, you guys, is, I really, really, really beg of you, go check it out, robinoneal.com, because, I mean, my old website, I really liked it. I love who made it. Her name is Kayla, and I just adore her, as a person, as an artist, as a designer, as everything. But that was a long time ago that I had her do that. And that was all me. That was all me telling her what to do. And I remember my whole goal was to be fun. I was like, let's just make it fun. And when I think back, I'm like, okay, I kind of see where you're going with that. But also, Robin, your work isn't exactly fun. And why is our goal to make your website fun? Shouldn't it be like comprehensive or informative or easy to navigate? Those are probably better goals than making it fun. So this time around, my goals were to make it kind of very minimal, elegant, for it to look more like a museum website, so that it's easy to like go between the different portfolios or galleries, I guess, I put out there. I separated my work into early and current. Under early, there's large and small. Under current, there's, small, large, the Cloudmaker series, my stationery series, and all the postcard drawings I do for my paid subscribers over on Substack. Speaking of, I gotta go switch that Substack tier. Anybody who got a postcard drawing or is on the list, that's it, baby. Unless you become a founding member on Substack. So you guys, yeah, I'm so happy I got to do this. I mean, it has been so much fun to know that somebody for $5 a month, well, first of all, people care to give me $5 a month for whatever it is that I'm doing over on Substack. And then also they want a drawing. And I got to give people drawings for that amount. When you're an artist like me, you're locked into these prices. And I just hated the fact that only people who can afford, to spend $3,000 or whatever can get a smaller drawing. And I changed that for a while, so that's really fun. The only reason I can't do it like that anymore is I just don't have time. And I have a backlog of like 30 postcards to draw now, and that will take me several months. So this was crazy. I'll tell you, this has been a crazy time, and I just finally feel like I'm back to myself. I'm feeling pretty good physically. Emotionally, I'm feeling better than I've ever felt in my life. I probably said all this last week, but why not just shout it from the rooftops? It's insane that I can say this, It's insane that I'm even here. And so, yeah, tomorrow, May 20th, is my 1-year anniversary of my first surgery where they gave me a new heart valve. And again, while I am celebrating that exact year, I will be on a whale boat, hopefully being like inches away from orcas. And I'm so excited. And then I've got a week of wandering around beautiful landscapes, looking at waterfalls, staying in lodges, reading, writing, drawing, thinking, meditating, praying, sleeping, just appreciating the beauties that surround me, and that are of me. So that is what is about to happen. I'm so excited. I just felt something on my ear, and it hurts so bad because not long ago I had a backpack on, and in the backpack, in an open spot on the backpack was my cell phone, and it has a really heavy case on it. And it's a pointed case. Like, it's not rounded. They're like really hard edged right angles on my case. And so I bent over really quick to pet Frankie, and the cell phone fell out of the bag and onto my ear so hard. It was as if somebody threw, well, I guess their heavy ass cell phone at my ear, in the most tender part of my ear. I mean, it still hurts. It still kind of hurts. And it's been a week ago or something. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on to reading again. Let's take a quick break. I'll be right back with another poem from A Century of Poetry in the New Yorker, 1925 to 2025. All right, next up from the book, we're doing an Anne Carson poem. This is a good one that I don't know why I don't remember it at all. And I always kind of consider myself an expert on Anne Carson. She is she's my hero. I just love her so much. Have I told you guys that I have a friend who went to her house in Iceland? Have I told you guys? And that friend is listening right now, and she knows who she is. And it was the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know what to say about it. But anyway, yeah, Anne Carson. This poem is called Epithalamium, New York City. Okay, sorry, I dropped the book. Here we go. It's a heavy-ass book. This is a thick-ass book. This is like 1,000 pages in this thing. Anne Carson, Epithalamium, NYC. I washed my hair the morning I got married. Put on red boots, found license, woke C. Set off for City Hall. Had ceremony, drove to Fairway, got cups of tea. Sat at bench on boardwalk. Watched man and woman at next bench come almost to blows over her having put ketchup on his egg sandwich. Too bad they couldn't just trade. Hers had the sausage. Don't ever put ketchup on my egg sandwich, he clenched. You handed it to me, she cawed. Meanwhile, their aged father, paying no heed, was pulling out bits of paper, one after the other. That's not it, he'd say. That's one from 4 years ago. beautifully mild. He searched on. His wife, I bet, kept track of the list when she was alive. Bluish mist lifted, sank on the water, a statue, Liberty, slid us a wave from way across the bay. There we go. Thank you, The New Yorker, for all the poetry you've put out into the world. Not all of it. I guarantee there's some shitty poetry out there. I haven't seen it yet in this book. There might be. We'll find out. But I won't tell you guys about it because, remember, here on Me Reading Stuff, we like to be positive. Well, I mean, sometimes we're negative, but we like to be positive about what we're reading. I only read to you the pieces, the poetry, the letters, whatever it is that I love, that moved me, that got me excited. And the sad part is there's another one in here that I thought I marked and I cannot find it. And it's specifically, I know it's good for you guys. And so I'll find it and I will read it next time, okay? Let me take a quick break and I'll be right back. Well, you guys, I think we all have a lot to do. I'm tired. You might be tired too. I need to take a break. I've been going nonstop for way too long. I want to rest my eyes just a bit. Not like take a nap, but just like close my eyes and just think for a little bit and try to be calm because my heart is really kind of making me upset. Maybe my heart is anticipating this 1-year anniversary from all of the chaos. I don't know. If you guys want, I am planning, I don't know 100% sure, but I am planning on doing a sort of through my newsletter, which is on Substack. And if you've signed up for my newsletter on my website, you will receive this. If not, go ahead and sign up for the newsletter on my website and you'll receive it or on Substack. You can do it through there. I plan on, I guess the word is blogging. I've never officially, quote, blogged before, but I kind of think it will keep me to my goals on this trip, which I really do want to write something at the end of every day on this trip that I'm about to take for myself because I need to. And so if I commit and I say this to you guys and say, hey, I'm going to be sending out a newsletter blog type thing every day of my trip to catch you guys up and send photos out of what I've seen. I just think that would be really fun. I mean, even if one day it's just like, here's my turkey sandwich and here's my sparkling water. I mean, I would never just do that, by the way, but you know what I mean? Like that and then the best thing I read that day or whatever. I just want to hold myself accountable. So go ahead and get on the newsletter mailing list if you want that, because I'm pretty sure it's happening. If I were to give you a percentage, I'm like 88% sure that's going to happen. And it might be every other day or every day, but it's not going to be like just one digest at the end. It's going to be a kind of regular thing. I'm really excited about snacks. I have the sweetest friend named Dawn who brought me by on Sunday a little mini cooler full of, it was like a gift bag, a gift basket filled with healthy snacks for the road and like wet wipes and all sorts of the cutest ideas because, you know, she knows how to camp and do all that kind of stuff. This was like, I don't know. It was just so nice. I'll take a photo of it and I'll send it to you guys. I'll show you on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, hit me up over there. It's Robin with a Y _O'Neill, Oneil. What else? Show me what you guys are up to. Tell me what you guys are up to. I love hearing about your lives. I hope things are okay. I hope that you're finding ways to live in this crazy world, to live and thrive in this upsetting world, to laugh occasionally. You know, I used to brag that I used to laugh every day, but I don't know if I did for the last few years, but I'm back to laughing every day, I think. I think I'm back to it. So there you go. May you, too, laugh again daily, or begin laughing daily. All right, guys, I need to go. you need to go too. I'll be back here next week. Thank you always for your patience. Thank you guys for being with me through all of this, through everything, and being patient with me. A lot of you guys are just so considerate. Nobody ever gives me a hard time when I had to leave. Like I had to not do this podcast for a long time, and everybody was, hey, that's okay. Get back to it when you can. And that was really nice, honestly. So thank you. And, but more than anything, it's just good to be here. It's good to feel like myself again. I hope that when I say that, there's somebody out there who is getting some hope from that, no matter how dark or awful it is, even when your health is failing you, even if you might be dying or somebody you know might be dying. You just don't know what's on the other side of tragedy. You just never know. Oftentimes, there are miracles on the other side of it. And God, it makes it all so much sweeter. I'm telling you, I'm so glad that my life got as, I don't know, dead serious as it got for so long, and terrifying and upsetting, because every day now is just like such a gift, and I never want this feeling to go away. Never. And it will, because that's life, but then I'll try to get it back, you know? But for now, I'm just celebrating it. All right, guys, it's almost a half hour. I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you next time. Wish me luck, and I'll wave at the whales for you. Bye-bye.